So the next step is what we're going to walk through is communicating with clubs on your connected projects. So those projects that you've shared with clubs, they can actually communicate to you directly on those tasks that they might not understand or they have more questions on. Now, how does that work? So simply there's a section on the task where there is discussions and they can send a message to you directly, and it keeps a thread between you and that club. Now on the club side, they'll just see you and their club messages. On your side, you'll be able to see the clubs. So if there's multiple clubs that you're looking after on that one project, and also your messages there. And everything will stay in a thread. Now I'm going to show you what happens. So if I send a message to you as the club, so I'm from Northside Soccer Club and I'm sending it to you as the peak body, I've got some questions about my task. I'll send through a message. Now that message will come to you as an email. So remember, we set up those project notifications. So whoever's assigned at project level or at task level, they will receive that message via email. After that, if you don't receive that email or it gets lost in your email somewhere, don't worry, we've actually got a notifications area in TidyHQ. So where is that? If you see up on the top here of my screen, that bell section, so that's where all your project notifications are going to be, okay? So if you click on this one here, now you'll actually be able to see I've got a couple of notifications here, and I've actually got one from the Eastside Eagles Club here, so they've actually rejected the invitation, so this is a good example. And if I go down here, I've actually got a message here from one of the clubs, so Northside Soccer Club. They actually asked some questions. So if I click in view task, it's actually going to take me straight to that project and straight to that task. So the Club Health Check 2026 is taking me straight to this task here, so it's highlighted, and it's also taking me to that club. Okay, so the club, and if I go down, I can see this message here. Now, the really cool thing about TidyHQ from here is I can go in, I can have a look at this message, and let's just say I'm not going to action it as the peak body. Someone else from my team's going to action it. Okay, so I can actually come in here and assign that message to someone else. So let's just say I'm going to assign it to Melanie. And you'll actually notice that message has changed from a yellow sign to a blue sign. So what does that mean as well? If I click in here, we've got 3 types of messages. So it's like an email essentially. Pending means it's still open. In progress means someone's had a look at it or it's been assigned to someone. And resolved means it's been done. Okay? So let's just leave it as in progress. Now let's just say Melanie's unavailable to actually action that task. Okay, so perhaps I'm going to action it on her behalf. So let's just reassign that message. So let's come in here. I'll reassign it to myself. Just so everyone knows that I'm looking after this message, everyone's across it. And now I'm going to write back to the club. Now, very important step here. You'll see that it's still clicked on new note. Click message. This makes sure you're sending that message directly to that club. Now I'm going to write back to that club. So they're asking if they need to send the accruals and cash. So which type of statement are we after? Let's just say I'm just after the cash statement. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to add a message. Now the good thing is everyone can see there's a thread going on here between me and this club on this particular task. So everyone knows what's going on. There's a clear view there that they can see that I've gone back to the club now. It's been actioned. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to come in here and I'm going to mark that as resolved. And that's going to show up as a green message here. I'm going to also show you another area that you would have just seen before on those yellow messages that actually pop up on the project. So as you can see previously, we actually just walked through on how to get to this area for an unread message via your notifications tab. So another area, let's just say you didn't walk through your notifications tab, you didn't go through your email. So there's another area you can also go to. And if you just come to the project section here, and we come into our projects, so these are all our current projects that are active. And you actually see this one here, association reporting for October 2025. See this little yellow symbol? So that means there's actually an unread message still sitting there. So someone still needs an action, a message from a club. So it's really clear to see that we've got some messages that we still need to reply back to as well. So I'm going to click into this one, and you'll see it's in the task, and then I can go through and go, okay, all right, so there's this little yellow one here. What's going on? Okay, it's actually from West Side Wolves Tennis Club. So I've got an outstanding message here. I'm going to click message so I can reply back to them. And then I'm just going to scroll down, and they've actually sent this about a month ago. So it looks like we might have missed this one. So it's good if we action this now. Since I'm in the system, I'm going to go ahead and action it. So they don't understand what they're meant to do for this particular task. So we can see it is sending their balance sheet information. So perhaps I haven't put enough in my description and they don't understand what type of dates they need to send through. So I'll just go ahead again, just on this example, I'm going to assign it to myself, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send a message to them. So I'll say, hi there. All right, I've added that message, and now I'm going to mark that one as resolved. Okay, so now that task message will no longer display. So you can see it's disappeared now. And if I head back to my projects, you can see it's not displaying anymore. So that's how you action the communication section in Tidy on connected projects. So this is just a reminder, this is just working on your shared projects. So these ones here with the 3 little men, they're your shared projects that you're working with other Connect clubs. Thanks for watching. The next one I'm going to walk through notes, and we'll work through notes on the internal projects and connected projects.